Hello everyone and welcome to MDLR Fishing. My name is Mark and today I want to talk to you about a brand new fishing reel that has just hit the market for October 2019, and that is this guy right here, the all-new Piscifun Alijos. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, but what I do know is it's a really good fishing reel, and I have been using it for approximately 1 month. In all honesty, I thought I was done with fishing reel companies like Cast King and Piscifun and then the other ones that are out there on Amazon, mainly because of the quality, the build, the way it feels in your hand, and then the components with dials and everything like that not actually working the way they should. The main reason why I said yes to be like doing a review for this one right here, when Piscifun contacted me, they got me when they said, hey, it's an aluminum frame, and my eyebrows raised. I'm like, I have fishing reels that are really nice quality, Shimano Conquest aluminum frames, and I wanted to see what it is that Piscifun was able to produce. So it is a 300 sized bait casting reel, very big in the hand. It weighs quite a bit. 11.3 ounces to be exact on this guy. So it's not something that's going to be like a daily use in my kayak. I am going to be sporting this whenever I go out there on the jetties, wade fishing, maybe pier fishing. This is what you'll see me use as my secondary setup, and it's a bait caster of all things, so really nice. I have yet to backlash this thing. It is very smooth. 8+1 ball bearings, so 8 stainless steel bearings, and then 1, what do you call it, anti-reverse bearing. And although it's smooth, you can still hear some audible noise from the spool rotating on whatever it is that it's touching. I know the bearings are in there. So not the highest of quality as far as the bearings are concerned, but they do their job, and the tolerance is nice and tight, so not a lot of rattling around like some of their other reels that I have tried out. Pretty impressed with that. And then you've also got 8 magnetic brakes. I have yet to backlash this fishing reel in the months or the times that I have used it throughout the past month. It's got a side plate like dial for how much of the brake that you want to put on it. I have mine set to halfway. It goes from 1 or 0 to 10. I've got it like around 5, and when I removed the side plate on this thing to actually check the dial to see if it was actually doing what it was supposed to be doing, it does. I was very surprised that as I turned the dial down, it moved the magnets away from the spool, and then as you turn the dial up, the magnets go a little bit closer to that spool. So that's probably why, actually I don't think it's probably, I know it's why I have yet to backlash this thing. So on first use, I was slinging a 1 ounce and 2 ounce spoon out there at the Freeport jetties, and I was getting some distance on them. When I first did it, not much distance at all, but that's because I had the tension knob turned all the way up. I was scared. I mean, slinging a very heavy spoon, and it's a bait caster, and whenever you generate that much force in a cast and it's going to be spitting line off, I was like a bit apprehensive on what this fishing reel was going to be able to do. I thought it was going to backlash and then snap. There goes the lure, and then everybody else around me is going to actually look at me and then laugh like what a noob. But yeah, I was able to get a little bit of confidence with it, lower the tension right here, keep the brake at about 5, and I was slinging some lead out there. I tell you what, getting some very long casts with this thing have not backlashed it. So it's definitely worth its weight thus far. The spool size it's like a lot bigger than the majority of your other spools that are out there, like for your 200, maybe your 150 sized bait casters. This spool is very big, it's deep, and you're able to hold, I think the box says 205 yards, a 40-pound test. However, I have mine spooled with 30-pound Power Pro from Shimano, and I'd venture to say it's probably like around 250, maybe 260 yards that I got on it, and it's straight braid. There's no backing. You got a really nice little tie down that's built into the spool so that you can just put a knot around it, and it's going to cinch down your line as you start spooling it. So that's pretty neat. It's a 8.1 to 1 gear ratio. Now they do sell another one that's like a 5 point something. Don't quote me on it, but it's like a 5.6 or something like that to 1. This is the one that I wanted. In the event that I make a cast and then I see a blow up happening in another area, I want to just scream that lure back in and cast on the blow up that I had just seen. And with each turn of the handle, this being a very high gear ratio, I'm able to bring in 36 inches of fishing line with each revolution. So that's like really crazy fast, and I like it. If you need to work a lure pretty fast, let's face it, the Spanish mackerel, for those of you that are gonna, like for me, it's gonna be Spanish mackerel and the jacks. When you're reeling your lure back in, you need it to go fast because they're chasing really fast moving bait, and this guy can get it done, and it brings in a lot of line. 33 pounds of maximum drag. I haven't engaged 33 pounds of drag ever, period, since I've been fishing, I don't think. But anyhow, it's got it if you need it. And the other good thing about this is the main gear and the pinion is made from brass. So it should be a very durable like gearing system that it's got. I don't know what the secondary gears and all the other things, movable parts are in there, but hopefully they're going to be made just as well as the main and pinion gear and provide you with a lot of use. Now, Piscifun gave me 2 of these fishing reels. I'm gonna do a giveaway with one of them, and then the other one I'm gonna keep. So what I actually have set up behind you guys, the camera, is the one that I'm gonna use for like the longevity test, just to see how it's gonna handle out there on the salt. And only time will tell if it's gonna actually be something that's well worth its money. Speaking of money, this guy comes in at a price tag of $99.99, so $100 for the version that I have, the 8.1 to 1 gear ratio, and then the other one's just a tad bit cheaper. Not a lot, but it's just a little bit more cheaper than what this one is. So yeah, at first glance, my thoughts about it with little use, probably 7 trips maybe out there on the water with it, and it's looking really good for this fishing reel. Definitely something that as of right now, I can honestly say yes, it's worth the buy. Now, how long is it going to last? I don't know. We'll find out. So I'm going to create another playlist on my channel titled the Piscifun Alijos, and every time I go out and I use this fishing reel, and if I'm able to create a video because I've caught fish, then that video is going to be dropped down there. So you'll hear me talking about its use, how it feels while I'm cranking in a big fish, small fish. Well, I've already made quite a few of them water skiing on top of the water with this thing, but definitely something that I think each and every one of you should check out. One thing that I want y'all to know, these fishing reels were free of charge. They were given to me by Piscifun in good faith of me just being honest and letting you all know what it is that I think about the fishing reel itself. So I am not being paid to tell you this is the best thing since sliced bread. You need to go buy it. And by the way, tell your mom to go buy one too, and your aunts and uncles. Buy Piscifun. It is better than Shimano. No, Not at all. That is crazy. So for those of you that think that these are just nothing more than paid advertisements, couldn't be further from the truth. I am going to give you my honest opinion, and that's what I did earlier on in the video by saying that I honestly thought that I was done. But because of the aluminum frame, I definitely wanted to try it out, and I'm pretty impressed with it. No backlashes. So let's just see how they're going to handle in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. For those of you not subscribed to the channel and you came here just to see this fishing reel and what my thoughts are on it, do me a favor. Click the subscribe button so that you'll be able to know, or actually click the subscribe button plus ring that notification bell icon so that you know when it is that I drop a new video concerning this fishing reel. And yeah, you'll just be up to date with everything that's going on. All right, until next time, tight lines, y'all.